Good evening, everyone, and welcome to yet a very important day as far as the world is concerned. Because today we had the U.S. election results, and it seems very much that Donald Trump has won. And he's back as the U.S. president, and the whole world is anticipating his return to the White House office.
And our
And
congratulations. Our
yes.
congratulations goes to him and his team because now USA will become, will grow faster in prosperity, in progress, just like what Modi ji has done. Yeah.
Yeah, we will also, friends, we'll be talking about the implications as far as India is concerned, because how will the policies towards India change? We'll be discussing that in detail with Karan at around 9 o'clock. A lot of things, yeah, it is, and also the fact that in today's session we'll be discussing, regarding Bollywood that Somy Ali has, made some comments and surprising statements regarding Sushant Singh Rajput. Welcome, Gloria. So, friends, if you do like our content, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe and share this video with your friends. Yes.
Yeah. So when we discuss, at 9 p.m. we'll be discussing with Karan Verma all what has happened in the U.S. elections and the kind of games that both political parties were playing and who ultimately won. So for me, I feel it is the what do you say, the winning of dharma against adharma. This is what I feel very strongly. What's happening in India and USA is a fight, of dharma against adharma. I'm sure you would have understood what I meant. So in Candid Meena, the whole team and a lot of our viewers are very happy that Trump is back in power and that USA will now have very good relationship with India as well as other parts of the world. So moving to the first piece of news, the Maharashtra election appears close, complex, and chaotic. 2 days before Narendra Modi arrives in the state to address his first two public meetings in the state, Rahul Gandhi, the leader of opposition in the Lok Sabha, will be there to launch Mahavikas Aghadi's fall campaign along with other senior leaders of the opposition alliance. Now, here, let me tell you, friends, the latest breaking news is that the EC has, got hold of crores of rupees, involved in this election. So a lot of people may be crying at the moment because you're supposed to have only a certain amount of money, when you are electioneering. And apparently there has been so much of money that has been caught. Let us see what's going to happen next. Now, meanwhile, Rahul Gandhi will first visit Nagpur in the electorally crucial Vidarbha region of Maharashtra. He's expected to arrive at Diksha Bhumi, where Dr. Ambedkar converted to Buddhism in 1956 around 12:30 p.m. After paying homage to the architect of the Constitution, he will head a conference on Constitution called Samvidhan Sammelan, organized by the OBC Yuva Manch. For the Congress and its allies in the Mahavikas Aghadi, Vidarbha is as important as almost 36 of its 76 direct contests with BJP will take place here. The BJP has also fielded 47 candidates in Vidarbha, the most of any region. If the Congress manages to win this battle, it will be one big step towards winning the war for Rahul Gandhi. Now, Gandhi's schedule shows that a major part of the Congress campaign pitch will be on the Constitution reservation as the party attempts to keep the region's significant Dalit population on its side. This strategy had worked earlier for the party in the Lok Sabha elections. Now, the Congress hopes the game plan will work again this time, but as Haryana showed, even accounting for the completely different ground realities in the two states, it may not be enough each time. And now one more, breaking news is that the complete Haryana Congress team has been removed, and they're going to keep a fresh team because apparently it looks like they are very upset with having lost there. So they're going to keep a completely new team. Yeah, back to you, Jim.
Yeah. So, friends, we'll be having Rajgopalanji tomorrow as to we'll be discussing what are the latest implications of as to how the Maharashtra election and the Haryana election and the Jharkhand election will take place, and what are the chances of BJP in these particular elections, and who is going to win these elections. Most importantly, because Maharashtra is looking very, very, very close and difficult. Yeah. So, friends, coming to the interesting piece of news, and as all of you know, that after the whole Salman Khan, Baba Siddiqui, shooting. After that, Lawrence Bishnoi got a lot of investigation, and now with all these things happening on the side, you had Somy Ali taking coming giving interviews, and regarding Salman Khan, she went to and fro regarding her statements on Salman Khan. Initially, she supported Salman Khan, and then again she made statements against him. But right now, very interestingly, that in a recent interview which she gave out, she said that with regards to Sushant Singh Rajput, and she has said that SSR did not commit suicide. In fact, he was murdered. We still know what happened with Jia Khan, as she was pregnant and hanging from a ceiling fan. And Suraj Pancholi went to Salman for advice, which concluded in Jia's death. This is what Somy Ali was quoted as saying. And also, Somy Ali also said that I believe SSR was murdered, made to appear as a suicide. I question why AIMS Dr. Sudhir Gupta altered the autopsy report. Why? And also, she said, how do you look at the current scenario? And she said, justice for SSR, Jia Khan, and others is needed. How about Ravindra Patil? Google what happened to him as well. So apparently, it is quite clear that Somy Ali is somehow trying to get some attention for herself at any cost. Shuttling to and fro, and changing her opinions every now and then, and she is clearly seeking attention at any cost. Yes.
So here, let me tell you one thing, friends. See, this woman has never been, has never stuck to one side. Her opinions keep changing, and sometimes she sides with, Salman, and sometimes she sides with, the opposite side, which is now when she talks about SSR, that means she's against Salman, and now she started abusing him again. But just a few months back, she was begging Bishnoi to give her a year, that she wanted to apologize on behalf of Salman Khan in the Black Buck case. Now, why would she apologize if she hates this man so much? Now, again, you see her oscillating between the bad deeds that Salman Khan has done, as in physically abusing her, and then moves on to trying to protect him, by asking Bishnoi to forgive him. Now, see, this itself shows that, see, this is a woman clamoring for PR attention. Now, there seems something terribly wrong in what she says every other day. So there must be something wrong, for her to want to suddenly latch on to the SSR case after 4.5 years. Now, if she really bothered about the case, or she wanted the case to be solved, she should have been a strong voice in the Justice for SSR voice, where the whole public from all over the world joined hands to get justice for SSR, and they have still not stopped. We are still continuing with it. But there are people who suddenly feel that when the focus comes on SSR, they come suddenly into either YouTube, or trying to come into the limelight through social media, just to get some space for themselves. They are not genuine, because if they were genuine, they would have fought for him right from the time he died. Right now, this is not rocket science when she says that, see, he has been murdered. Everybody knows he's been murdered, and we also know the people who are involved in the murder. It's only because the CBI is sleeping and snoring that we are not getting any results. And most probably, CBI is either corrupt, or they have been, they have been pressurized to keep quiet. Either way, they are not doing their job. and they're supposed to be federal agencies that are free of any sort of political, influence. So why are they, worried about who is who and all these bigwigs? So they're not doing their job. And now here comes a lady, who is sitting somewhere in USA, suddenly saying that, see, Sushant Singh Rajput was murdered. Madam, this is something we all knew and we've been fighting for the past 4.5 years. So you have to be really rather, what do you say, low in IQ to want to say this. Because suddenly you pitch on to bash Aishwarya Rai, and then later you say it's not Aishwarya's fault, it is Salman's fault, and he is the one who abused her first and then abused you. So now we all know, you don't need to tell us what Salman Khan did, because we have been hearing about his character from all corners, and we also know what happened in the case of Sushant Singh Rajput and who are the people behind it. Now, as the elections loom high in Maharashtra, my advice to you all, friends, is that remember very, very vividly what happened when Mahavikas Aghadi was in power and what they did to the people. That is, I'm talking about the Aam Janta. Now, what they did to Arnab and all these other actresses and all that is different. We're not talking about that. We're talking about how they use their power to suppress the Aam Aadmi, the public. And we also know of the character of Baby Penguin. So if anybody is even thinking of remotely even voting for this party, then they should get their heads examined. Because what are you asking for? Are you asking for a completely corrupt party, to come back to power, to terrorize the people? So this is something that you have to really think in Maharashtra. So please do, when you vote thinking of which party will do good and which party will only try to fleece the public. Now, one thing I must mention, see, whenever you travel in India, you will find that Narendra Modi ji and Gadkari, who is from Maharashtra, have done an immense job in making the highways the most, what you say, the smoothest in the country ever since they came to power. And it takes you only hours to go from one city to the other. So for this, the public should really thank the government for making the infrastructure so smooth. But you remember when Congress and the UP were in power, you had only potholes. Even in Karnataka, people are only complaining about potholes. So when the highways are so smooth and without any what you call pitfalls, then it's time that you started looking at the Modi government with seriousness, especially when it comes to election time. Do you want a country that progresses fast, or do you want to go back into the Stone Ages, which is what the Mahavikas Aghadi is going to take you to? So it's very clear, friends. So please, when you vote, people of Maharashtra, do vote with intelligence and thinking of the next generation in mind. Yeah, back to you, Jen.
Yeah. So, friends, as you all of you know that Donald Trump has won the election from all the reports, and now it is going to change the whole world stage as well, with regards to how the Israel conflict is going to happen. Also, with regards to Russia, Ukraine, and relation with India as well. So a lot of things are going to change. This is what we see, and Modi ji also congratulated Donald Trump on his winning the election, and he also Modi ji said, Donald Trump to promote global peace, stability, and prosperity with regards to Middle East conflicts and Russia-Ukraine war, and also strengthening ties in terms of defense against terrorism, and also regarding Pakistani threats. And what is very interesting is that now that Bangladesh Hindus, right, he said he's going to do something about it. uh, Donald Trump said. So, what exactly is how this will take place, and after he comes into office, is we will have to wait and watch. But one thing is for certain that the American people have spoken, and they clearly want change. And because the economy of the US was not doing well, and let's see how under Trump how the American economy can get back. Yes.
Yeah. So when Suraj says that the bullet train bridge collapsed, I want to ask the question, which I've already done, is that Suraj, does one bridge collapse decide what the amount of work that Modi ji has done for India? Can you even count the number of things that Modi ji has done for India? If you could even count, then I'll give you. I can even apologize to you for what we are saying. So please do not judge Modi ji, who is a selfless leader, on just one bridge that has collapsed. You mean to say other things are not happening in other countries? He's trying his best to bring the country, as a leader, he's trying to make it progressive and, also prosperous. So instead of thanking him, we keep on nitpicking. See, this was what happened. Even in the case of Trump, everybody was nitpicking. Do you think that Trump was only fighting this lady, Kamala Harris? No. He was fighting the whole brigade. He was fighting the Soros gang. He was fighting the deep state. He was fighting Obama. Biden was only a puppet, and Kamala was only a puppet. And he was fighting the whole media, the what we call the prostitutes, the paid media. Everybody from Washington Post to BBC, and everybody was fighting against Trump. And what about the big gangs, the multinational gangs? Let me not take their names, So please, when you pass a comment,
I mean, I would like to, yeah, I would like to add, to that. Don't forget the fact that there are people placing gas cylinders on the tracks, on the railway tracks. There are people trying to put stones and boulders on railway tracks in India, right? And this is funded by the anti-national elements, especially the deep state, because they want to create a lot of accidents. They want to create an atmosphere of fear among the Indian population, because these kind of accidents will they are trying to put that fear inside people, because when Congress was in power, there were so many bomb blasts, right? In like malls, you had the 26/11 in Mumbai. You had so many small bomb attacks all over India, and
even
people
this
were
hoax, the bomb hoax
yeah
in airlines.
people were afraid to go to malls and everything, right? That has changed, right? We don't have a major terrorist attack in India after 26/11, right? After Modi came to office in 2014. So, of course, yeah, there is
Yeah, Jay, see,
still.
unfortunately, Indians have the tendency to make loose comments like this and think that we are being very bright or smart. We are not. If we were to look at the amount of work that the Modi ji government has done in its two tenures, and this is the third tenure, in its tenures, then you will be shocked. Even I won't be able to fill so many pages of the kind of work that he's done for the rural people, the farmers, the Adivasis, and if today I'm not paying any money, if I'm traveling without cash, it is thanks to Modi ji, because it is through digital payment that I'm traveling. So there are so many things that I want to thank our leader for. And here you're talking about a little bridge where, which would have been actually sabotaged, just like what Jaydev said. And if you're not aware of it, please read. Before you make such loose comments, do not do it. You will discourage other people. If you're talking about this bridge, why don't you tell me exactly what has Uddhav Thackeray and the Mahavikas Aghadi done for Maharashtra? If you can tell me one good thing, I'll salute you. So please don't make such loose comments about a great leader like Modi ji. Welcome, Kukuri, and welcome to all the other friends who've joined us. Yeah. Now, talking about Salman Khan, a special court in Mumbai has directed the 4 accused arrested for firing outside Salman Khan's residence to provide specimen handwriting samples to the anti-extortion cell AEC of the City Crime Branch, which is investigating a 2022 case of threat to the Bollywood actors father Salim Khan. The four accused, Vicky Kumar Gupta, Sagar Pal, Mohammad Chaudhry, and Harpal Singh, allegedly opened fire outside Salman Khan's Galaxy apartment in Bandra West. Two of the accused are alleged to have fired outside the actor's residence on April 14, 2024. Now, the court is of the view that it is expedient to direct the accused to give specimen handwriting to the investigating agency for the purpose of comparison and verification of handwriting in the chit with specimen handwriting of these accused, the court said. On June 5th, 2022, Salim Khan was out for a morning walk in the Bansand area near his residence, and Khan's bodyguard discovered a handwritten note on a bench with a message, Salim Khan, Salman Khan, बहुत जल्द आपका मूसे वाला होगा. So you will soon become like Musewala, is what it is translating to. A reference to the May 2022 murder of Punjabi singer Sidhu Musewala, allegedly orchestrated by the Lawrence Bishnoi gang. Now, the AEC has previously filed an application requesting permission from the special court to obtain handwriting specimens from the arrested suspects in the 2024 shooting incident. Now, investigators are keen to determine if the members of the Bishnoi gang arrested in 2024 firing were also responsible for the threatening note found in 2022. Now, Special Public Prosecutor Wajid Sheikh, representing the prosecution, argued that obtaining the handwriting samples was crucial for the investigation and the comparison of handwriting from the two cases. However, the defense lawyers Amit Mishra and Praveen Pandey strongly objected to the request, asserting that since the charge sheet had already been filed, there was no necessity for the handwriting samples. They urged the court to reject the application. The four accused are currently lodged in Taloja Central Prison in Navi Mumbai, where their handwriting specimens will be collected. So this is what is happening in the Salman Khan case. Now, one thing I would like to say is that, see, I don't know what is making the present Maharashtra government speeden up this man's case. When so many people, including his ex-girlfriend, are speaking, expelling truths about this man. But the public also know what this man has done. Why is the government giving this man so much importance? Is the next question. And why are they, fastening the case? When a case like Sushant Singh Rajput's case and Disha Salian's case has been put in the back burner for so many years. So there are vested forces working in this as well, is what is coming out quite clearly. Yeah, back to you, Jim.
Yeah, and why does he, require 60 security people every time he goes outside, his house, right? I don't think even Prime Minister Modi has so many security people, going with him, right? Or Donald Trump has that many security people after so many assassination attempts, right? So that is what is quite hilarious that this guy is roaming with 60 security people, whether he wants to go to shopping or go to the Big Boss sets or anything like that, right? So that's how Bollywood has come to this such a stage. Yes.
Yeah.
So
in fact, In fact, there was a very hilarious scene which I was just watching on YouTube, because they keep putting these, on and off the 2024 IFA awards, and Karan Johar, who was the announcer. Now, Karan Johar decides to dance with Shah Rukh Khan and with I think Katrina Kaif's husband, and
Vicky Kaushal.
So yeah, Vicky Kaushal. So what happens is, apparently after losing a lot of weight, Karan Johar thinks now he is the next Shah Rukh Khan, and he decides to dance the same dance that he's done in I think in Jawan, isn't it, Jaydev? The movie Jawan, and with the whip. So when he dances, I mean, it's so ridiculous. Nobody will say that this man is dancing. He's just walking like a soldier. And on one side you have Shah Rukh. At least you can give him the the compliment that he knows how to dance. But this man, he dances like a soldier. Trying to salute throughout the dance. So it's absolutely ridiculous. What does he think? He thinks he's a producer, he's a director, he's an actor, and he's what you call a model. This man has absolutely no idea of what he is. And if anybody even so much as criticizes him, then he becomes absolutely upset. And then every sort of, four-lettered word comes out of his mouth, in social media, and he attacks the people who criticize him. So that's the kind of comedy that Karan Johar, and Bollywood is all about. Yeah, back to you, Jay.
Yeah, so Karan Johar has got 1,000 crores, and from the Serum Man, Poonawalla, and Adar Poonawalla, and so he's very happy at this point of time because his company was sinking in debt, and now this guy has bailed him out with 1,000 crore injection, right? Thanks to his wife. So all in all, it's we will see many other producers and directors and actors especially. They'll be looking for other ways to make money, right? Because acting in films is no longer viable.
Yeah.
So this
In
is where
fact,
Bollywood stands. Yeah.
yeah. In fact, now that Abhishek Bachchan has, I think, seems to have bought all the houses and office buildings around Juhu. Now this guy is now he is on a different mode. See, for a long time, people have been discussing the relationship with Aishwarya and how they used to post kichiku sort of messages on social media during Aishwarya's birthday, and how macho and how kind he is and all that. However, this year there was complete silence from him and other members of the family on Aishwarya's birthday, and this lack of acknowledgement has fueled rumors that there might be trouble. But we already know that they are into this what they call term the grey divorce. Now, apparently, they are also connecting him with another actress to show that he's moved on, and now it's high time Aishwarya also moved on in her relationship and in whoever she is connected with. But one thing I find rather odd is that ever since she acted in Maniratnam's movie, she's taken to the to the hero of the movie. What's his name, Jadit? The Tamil actor. Uh, the one she
Vikram.
acted in. Yeah. So now apparently Aishwarya is very close to Vikram, and every time she even speaks a word, it's like Vikram just starts, looking love struck. Now I don't know what is the reaction from his wife, but both seem to not, they seem to be so happy together. Every time Aishwarya goes on stage, she's looking at Vikram, and every time Vikram goes on stage, Aishwarya looks at him. So now I really wonder what is the kind of relationship that's happening there, because I can't understand what is happening, because if she's really connected to Vikram in any sort of romantic manner, then his wife needs to take care, you know. So these are the things that are happening in Bollywood. Anyway, no marriage is a very steady one. For example, even in the case of the the actress Jaidev, who Siddharth's wife, Kia, isn't it? Kiara.
Kiara Advani.
Yeah. Yeah. So Siddharth and Kiara Advani, they are hardly ever seen together after the marriage. They're only seen at some of these silly parties. Otherwise, they're always alone. And I found it very strange that when Siddharth was coming out of the airport, a small boy, he showed him a sketch of Siddharth, and he just wanted to get him to sign it or get his attention. But he just rudely ignored him. I don't know. He doesn't have any movies. Okay, nobody even knows him remotely. One or two movies in in 3 or 4 years doesn't make him so memorable. So, and on top of that, this attitude that he throws, so this is what has been the biggest downfall for Bollywood, and this is exactly what Sushant Singh has always spoken about: arrogance. Like they are empty vessels who make most noise. They don't have substance, but they make so much of noise that they expect people to fall at their feet. Now even their airport looks are not gaining them any attention. So this is how Bollywood is at this stage. Back to you.
Yeah, that's all the news for today, friends, and do join us at 9 o'clock.
Yeah,
With
at
regards
nine
to
friends.
Trump,
Yeah, yeah. At nine friends, we'll be having a very interesting talk about exactly what happened in the the U.S. elections, and how Kamala tried to play her cards and how she failed miserably, and also the fact that she did not want to come and say anything. She even cancelled her own party. So you can imagine how down she is. So this is something that we're going to discuss. And as you know, Karan Verma is as candid as us. He will be telling you the truth. So please listen to us and tune in at 9 o'clock on Candid Meena. Thank you. Good night. Jai Hind and Jai Shri Ram.
Jai Shri Ram.